everyone, happy Friday. Welcome back to Budgets and Dreams. My name's Jen and I'm on a journey to pay off a boatload of debt. We are hoping to be debt free by June next year. Oh, that's the first time I've said that. Doesn't that sound nice? Debt free with a little asterisk caveat of it's not all our debt, but it's all of our unaffordable debt. So yeah, I won't go into details now. You'll have to tune into a debt update to find out more about that. But I hope you have all had an amazing week. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice or not, but I'm not very well at the moment, so apologies if you can hear it. But every time I think my voice sounds a particular way, apparently it doesn't. So who knows? But yeah, have I said I hope you've had a good week? I hope you've had a good week. Right, let's have a look at the affirmation cards, which in last week's video I dropped my affirmation cards all over the floor and I had to sort out which ones I've read and which ones I haven't. So I've had a sneaky peek, sadly, of some of the ones to come, but I don't remember any of them and I shuffled them, so fingers crossed I will still get a nice surprise. So last week's affirmation was, I have my own abundance, comparisons are unnecessary, or rather you have your own much and your own much is enough. So that was last week's affirmation. So this week's affirmation then is, my career is flourishing and shining. Okay, yes, I will definitely affirm that to myself. I've actually been off work for the past week and a bit, just to try and help me sort my head out whilst I'm changing medication. And also I'm studying for things for a future career and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, my career is flourishing and shining. I will definitely need to remind myself of that because I feel a bit guilty at the moment for the time I've taken off. Cool, so that was the affirmation. So, before I get into the budget stuff, I've had some amazing happy mail this week. So the beautiful Caro at She's on a Budget, if I got that right this time, she can budget. Why do I always get that wrong? Sent me a beautiful card, and it's so funny because I'd actually sent Caro something and she sent me something at the same time. We didn't know. It's really funny. So she sent me a couple of things. She sent me a savings challenge and she sent me some more pens. So I've got some Christmas pens now to go for my collection, which is lush. Thank you, Caro. These say, greetings from the North Pole, Merry and Bright, and Foxtastic holidays. Oh, I love that. Do you know what, Caro? I hope you don't mind, but I might give this one to my niece because she's all about foxes. So if that's okay, I might re-gift that one to her. And then at the same time, the beautiful Jo Weir also sent me some stuff. Let me just wrestle it out. So I've got more pens, which is so cool. I've now got pens for days, which is great because my maths that I'm studying uses a lot of pen and a lot of paper. So that's good. Really cute little card. You never fail until you stop trying, which I just thought was so sweet. And covered all these beautiful stickers. And she sent me some of those, which is lush. Some pens for Oscar, which he was dead chuffed about. A savings tracker for Oscar, which is just gorgeous. How lovely is that? These amazing stickers, which are like loads of like really cool messages on. I'll read a couple to you. I won't go crazy. Sorry, we'll get into cash at some point. So this says, I won't read that one because it's too long. Being overwhelmed doesn't mean you're weak or incapable. We just need a long time to recharge sometimes. How lush is that? You have conquered every single bad day of your entire life. Today will be no different. And honestly, these are just loads and just bountiful, and I just absolutely love it, Jo. Thank you. Some cards, which I won't talk about just yet. I want to spend some time on those myself, and some extra little bits of cards and goodies and stickers and face mask and just all sorts. And just Jo, thank you, because it's just so unbelievably sweet and cute of you to do that, and yeah, really, really cheered me up. And you too, Caro. It's just nice to know that someone was thinking about me, so thank you very much for doing that. Speaking of happy mail, I was tidying up my desk and I found a whole host of challenges. So I think this is very cool and exciting. I can't wait to tell you about that. So I think, you know how like Caro Cash noodles her coins? I thought I might do a video where we noodle my challenges and we see what's in here and we see what we can use. Because yeah, it was quite a shock when I realised I had so many, which I don't use because the budget's so tight. So I've obviously got a problem. Oh, speaking of things that I've bought because I've got a problem, I got the little Roll With It mini to go into the cheeky bonus, which is cool, from My Money Matters, and also Scratch the Record from My Money Matters as well. So yeah, I will start this one soon. I think I might put that into Splurge. But yeah, oh my gosh, right, stop talking. Should we have a look at the budget? Right, I'm going to use my Merry and Bright pen for this, I think. Right then, so from the 3rd of November to the 9th of November, this is last week's budget. So everything that we planned went as expected, and then we brought in £250 from Freedom, and then loads of cash brought in again to cover expenses going out. So £5 from Stuff, that was for his tennis. When we got there for his tennis tournament, they weren't accepting cash, so I had to pay on card. So took £5 out of Stuff, and the £5 payment went out on the card. Bingo with B didn't happen, but what I ended up doing in the end was combining the £20 that was in there and £5 from Family Fun to pay my sister back for some tickets for the school musical, which I'm really looking forward to. That's on the 24th. And then we brought £12 in from budgeted spends. That was to cover the cost of some mould remover, resealant, jobby stuff for the bath. Splurge, I took out £30 and Hydro I took out 15, and that was to cover a bit of a splurgy spend of £45 and 25 pence on some leggings. So because of my legs and the size that they are and everything that's wrong with them, I find it really difficult to find leggings or anything tight on the bottom half that is comfy and fits, but I really need some sort of tight, even if it's not full compression, just tight, just to help me with general movement. And I was chatting to a friend and she really recommended these leggings. So I've ordered some, we will give them a go. I think one of them I might send back because I've ordered one pair in the size I think I am and one pair in the size which apparently I measure to, which is 2 sizes bigger than what I think I am. So we'll have to see which of those actually fit. We also had £2 on tyres, which I put in blue, but that should be red. That was completely unbudgeted for some air. And then £36.69 came out for our first car insurance payment of this year, which is a week ahead of when the scheduled direct debit was going to go out. So that is not red because it is budgeted. It was just budgeted for next week. So all in all, our expenses then were £393.08, and our ending balance actually in the bank is minus £40 and 62 pence, which is £56 and 8 pence over budget, which sucks, but not all of that is over budget. Oh, I didn't mention the paper. So I had to buy like a bunch of notebooks, ruled paper notebooks for my scruffy workings for maths, and also a big ream of actual printer paper. So yeah, that was unbudgeted, and that's just the way it is. So week 45 then, from the 3rd to the 16th of November. That's not right. From the 10th to the 16th of November. Starting balance then of £40 and 62 pence. Husband's salary came in £2,236.72, and the child benefit is £96. So we've got £2,292 and 10 pence that's come in or is available through the bank. And then expenses wise, we've got £54.22 coming out in bills, £40 for petrol, £95 for hyperjar, £202 for cash, which is amazing. 50 quid's going into my son's Go Henry. My husband's getting his £220 spending money, and then pending, there's a £2 pending charge for a COVID test. I thought I'd better just check whether what I have is COVID or not. I know that it doesn't really matter so much at the moment, but apparently the new strain of COVID is really horrible. So if I had it, I didn't want to spread it. It says I don't have COVID, but honestly, I've had COVID 3 times and this feels like COVID. So I'm surprised that was negative. And then £5.95 is pending for some cooking ingredients for Oscar. So we were going to use cash, miscommunication came out of the bank, but that's fine. So we're just going to stuff £5 less into school this week to cover that. So all in all, expenses then are £669.17, and the ending balance is £1,622 and 93 pence, and that will stay in the bank to cover the rest of our bills for the next 4 weeks. So that was the budget. So should we have a look at some hyperjar? Right then, so slim pickings in hyperjar at the moment. We've got £95 in the wallet. We're only going to be stuffering groceries and vape, but first of all, we've got 17p in spare change to go to family meal. Like that. So there's £9.71 in there now. We're going to put 90 into groceries and 5 into vape. There we go. So 90 in there, and vape now has £11. That will be gone by the time I speak to you again next week. And everything else has pretty much stayed the same. So yeah, haven't done any Christmas shopping yet. Just haven't felt up to it, but I will soon. So yeah, so that's it for hyperjar. So now let's play with some real cash monies. Right then, let's get to counting. So we have got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 2. Is that right? Yeah, £202. So yes, I did get a little cheeky £2 for the cheeky bonus, just in case we don't get any change again with the car savings. So let's get cracking. We'll start off in my binder as usual. Oh yeah, so first of all then, we've got these in here. So dinner with A and C, which we fully funded, it's got 30 quid. That's now been pushed back to the 20th because it wasn't very well. Bingo with B, I took the money out for something else, so that's gone. Drinks with K and S on the 17th, that's fully funded with 40 quid. And then that's going to be after that now, yeah. And so then we're working on A's birthday cake, but I think we actually, no, we didn't. So we've got 30 quid to go into that. Oh, I don't have 30 quid to go into that. I have £20 to go into that. Ooh. I wanted to start buying the cake stuff, so I need 50 quid. So what I'm going to do, I am actually going to take £10 that I was going to put into hydrotherapy, which is a conversation for another time, why I haven't been stocking hydrotherapy. But yeah, so there's 50 quid in that now, so that's good. So that is actually all done. So these are all done now, which is lovely. And I can actually start buying the cooking ingredients, decorating ingredients for my friend's cake. It's going to be a Harry Potter cake. She is everything Harry Potter. Her birthday is even fancy dress Harry Potter, which is really cool. We need to actually sort out our costumes, which we haven't done yet. Right, so going out's not getting anything. Hair is getting £10. And there's 5 in there at the minute. So there's £15 in hair now. Hydrotherapy, like we just said, we're not going to stuff. There's 5 in there. Splurge. So after all of my confusion last week, I fixed the tracker, but then spent everything. So I think I'm just going to say we're done with this tracker now. I want to actually use the scratch the record that I just showed you from My Money Matters anyway. So yeah, that's fine. So there's 2 quid left in Splurge at the minute, and that is actually going to stay in there. Save 200. We are putting in another £5 this week. Gather all that out. So 5 and 5. So this now has 20, 40, 5, 50, 5. Lovely. I had to count that really slowly. There we go. So that's my binder actually all done. The rest is business stuff, which we will talk about in a different kind of video. Right, next into the autumn binder, which is like our day-to-day spending and the one at a time funds that we've saved already. So the Royal Flush, let's have a look at this. We've got £15 for this as usual. Oh my gosh, just come out. Oh, I know what that bottom one is now. I'm gonna have to shuffle these around a bit. Oh, that's gonna bite me in the bum. Right, so let's have a look then. Let's do this one. Ooh, we get some change. We get some change. How exciting. So that means £7 is going to go in here, and then I have some change. So 7 of heart. Oh, that's hearts all done. Look, we've done it. I might ruin it and draw a little thing around it. Yeah, that's ruined. I'm going to rub that off. So £7 is going into here. We're going to put that all in coins to make my life easier. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, which is lovely. And then the remaining £8 will have 3 for cheeky bonus, yay, and 5 for freedom, which is very cool. So that's that done. Right, so into the usual stuff. So budgeted spends is getting £20. Oh, there's some change. Oh, I've left poor Floss on the shelf again. Sorry, I will bring her on to say hello another day. So 20 quid going into budgeted spends. And then family fun is getting £5. Like that. O stuff is getting £5. Well, it will in a second because I need to change some money. School is getting £5. So what we'll do, so school has 100 in the bank. We'll put in 10 and take out 5. So it now has 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 145. And then we'll go back and we'll put 5 into O stuff. He had his haircut. So yeah, so 5 quid went out of family fun and O stuff to get his haircut. Still just don't have the money in the right places, but it's because I'm prioritising the debt. And then one at a time funds, everything is still as it is. We've got Time for Us, which is fully funded, and Lex's birthday, which is still fully funded. Time for Us, I'm going to spend on my friend's birthday. party, so our costumes and our drinks and our transport and things like that. So then into the winter binder for our winter one at a time funds. We are working on Oscars clubs. There's 20 quid in there at the moment, and I'm shoving a massive 70 quid in here today. So 20, 40, 60, that's not very tidy, 70. There we go. So all in all then, we have got, that is a horrible front page of a note. There we go, that's better. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90 in there now, which is lovely. There we go. Cool. I will update that off camera. So there's 90 quid in there now for Oscars clubs, which is lush. So we've still got money in the tray. How very exciting. So we have got 20, 30, 40 in the tray, which is exactly right because I had budgeted to put 35 into Freedom, and then we have £5 out of the card challenge as well. So that adds up to 40. So this is all going into Freedom. So let's see where we can put it. So there's easy, 20 quid to start. And then a 10. Just got really, really dizzy. It's part of this coming off this medication. It's still not sorted itself out yet. Every now and again, that's gross. Every now and again, I feel like I'm just literally going to fall out of my own brain. It's very unpleasant. Right, so anyway, that is Freedom all done. So, cheeky bonus time. We have got £5. £5. So much. So I have a new dice. Because the other dice didn't seem to like Ben very much. So we're hoping that this new dice means that Ben actually gets a bit of money. So let's roll this and see what we get. A 4, that is debt, isn't it? Yes, wunderbar. So pound into there. And a 1 is Oscar, cool. Very nearly, just need a 2, please. Nope, 5, which is charity. So I'm going to put 1 in for charity, but I'm going to swap that £2 out. That made sense, didn't it? So yeah, £4 in there now. A 3, that's me. Oh no, sorry Ben, I don't think it's happening again. I even changed the dice. So one last time, everybody give it a wish and a blow. You ready? Nope. Charity, there we go. Right, so there is now £2 in Oscar, £1 in Ben, £1 in me, 3 in debt, 4 in charity, and 2 in gifts. So that is it. That is everything. I am on fire and feel like my skin is melting off my bones. So I'm going to go. I hope you have a really, really lovely week. I might come back this week with that folder noodling of all this stuff. I don't know how interested any of you will be, but I feel like noodling through it and talking it out loud might help me make some decisions. So yeah, if you're interested, there'll be a video for that coming in the meantime. And so this week's affirmation is my career is flourishing and shining. So yeah, affirm that to yourself. It doesn't mean that if it's not, you're going to pretend that it is. It just means every day you're going to remind yourself that your career should be flourishing and shining, and you will then sort of subconsciously start making changes. That's the joy of the affirmation. Anyway, have an amazing, amazing week, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye.